Moses said, God, I'm a stutterer. God, I have a poor speech. And God said, Is it not I that gave you the voice? We try to make all these 50 billion excuses as why we can't do certain things, or why God should not choose us, or why God, God, you can go pick somebody else. We gotta submit to God's plans and lay our fears and doubts and worries and all of that at the feet of the Lord. If somebody come over here to me and tell me like, hey, I need you to release some people and I'm about to turn this water into blood so you can't drink, you mean to tell me I'm about to go 7 days thirsty, parched, mouth dry, breath probably stinky because I ain't got no water? You can get these people, you and these people can get up out of here as long as I get some water. Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Let's Talk About It podcast. I'm your host Ja, and I am excited to be on the mic today. Oh my goodness, how y'all feeling? How y'all doing? I know that I missed the last 2 weeks. I missed the last 2 weeks. That wasn't intentional. I kind of feel like the first week was a little bit because I had went on vacation, and also yet alone that it seemed like I became very nervous about doing this, about doing this podcast. It's just something that I am actually very passionate about. It's something that I love doing, especially when I started it. It's like, oh my goodness, like me on the mic, oh my goodness. But I also did not like my area. I didn't like filming my videos in my car. I feel like it was so low maintenance for me. It's like, this is not it. This is not a job. Like, this is, oh my goodness, this is so like, I did not want to do that. So y'all, I went to God. I also became very innovative about everything. It's like, yo, I'm gonna use my room, okay? So I got on Amazon. I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday. I think it was day before yesterday. I got on Amazon and I ordered this wallpaper here. But how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? I am so glad to be back on this camera and everything. I feel like everything is new. Everything is a little bit different for me. And also my structure and my vision within the podcast is different. So what I plan on doing, y'all, is actually working in seasons. So this is going to be season 1. Actually, it's season 1, episode 4, because I already have 3 videos out. And within this season right here, it is more of a Bible study theme series. It is, and that is something I'm moving more into as well, is like speaking more and more about God. And I'm so big on the fact of like, my podcast is not for everybody. Okay, I do not try to make me fit everybody. I don't try to make whatever I create or whatever I do to fit everybody. You like what you like, I like what I like, I do what I do, you do what you do. It don't matter. But the ones that want to listen about God, listen about the Bible and all of that, hi. Welcome, and I'm so glad that you chose me. I love y'all already. But like I said, season 1 is more about like a Bible study type of theme. Just my journey with walking with God and the things that I have learned and the things that I can share with you all, and know that like we're not alone in this journey. I want this to be more of a safe space, a place where I can also come vent, talk to y'all about certain battles that I've faced in my walk with God. I want this to be like a community. That is what I really, really want. And we're not gonna get into season 2 or what that'll be about, but I know that I want my seasons to be 10 episodes each, and I would take like a week, maybe 2 weeks. I need to figure that out. But between each season, it won't be a long pause, it won't be a long break. It will be just for me to fully gather myself and gather my ideas and sit with the Lord. And yeah, more than likely it'll probably be just like me skipping like 1 week though, because skipping 2 weeks, I just did that. I don't like it because I just felt so disconnected. I just felt so out of place and out of alignment. Like, Ja, you supposed to be doing this. Like, girl, where you at? Why you ain't on it? So for the ones that are tuned in today, thank y'all for coming back. Thank y'all for joining me. And also, forgot to mention, I will be posting my videos on Mondays at 12 p.m. But anyway, besides the point, okay, today I am going to be talking about walking in God's plan for choosing God's plan for your life. And I I'm actually rereading the Bible. So with me rereading the Bible, I'm actually studying it in a different way because I've read it before and I just read it just to read it. But this time now, I'm actually trying to soak in the information that I'm reading. And I was in the book of Exodus, and they're talking about the story of Moses. Now I'm where am I at? I think I'm in Numbers now. But I did pull from Exodus. So while I was reading the book of Exodus, y'all, oh my goodness, the Bible is 10 out of 10 to me. I love it. Like I can just read it over and over and over again. But in Exodus, y'all, Moses, not even Moses, but God called Moses. God chose Moses to deliver his Israelites out of the hands of Pharaoh, out of the land of Egypt, right? They was crying out to God, just crying out to God, okay? And God heard their cry, and God remembered the promises that he told their forefathers, so which is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So God chose Moses, and he wanted Moses to carry out his plans for him. And Moses seen himself as a person that was, he had a speech problem. He was difficult in speech. He knew that he stuttered, and God, he was like, God, I can't do this by myself. But yet alone that Moses seen himself as a stutterer. Other people around him see him as a murderer because he did murder one of his people. Well, he actually murdered one of the people that he was, the family that he was adopted in, well, the tribe that he was adopted in, and not necessarily one of his Hebrew people. So they called Moses a murderer. They looked at him as a traitor, like he just, like, oh, he's a bad person, like, oh, he went against his family and stuff like that. But hey, sometimes this is something I learned. We cannot. I don't even know if I learned this or I just was already like this. I kind of think my dad instilled this in me though. But how other people see me doesn't define who I am. I'm not defined by anybody else's perspective of me, and I don't want nobody else to be. Please do not allow other people's perspective of you to define you. Who God say you are. Number one, who does God say you are? And also, who do you say you are? But sometimes who we say we are can be a lie. Just like with Moses. Moses said, God, I'm a stutterer. God, I have a poor speech. And God said, Is it not I that gave you the voice? Is it not I? Am I not the one that allowed you to speak? So what you're saying is kind of irrelevant to me. Okay? It's very much irrelevant. You're trying to use an excuse that is not viable. Throw it away. Let it go. Like, no, what are you doing? So, and I look at me like, or us, it's like we try to make all these 50 billion excuses as why we can't do certain things, or why God should not choose us, or why God, God, you can go pick somebody else. Like even with this, like I look at how I used to be so much that person that I was so quiet. I was so shy. I always wanted to just continue to be in the back room and just not being seen, not being heard. Like, or I'm cool. I'm real cool with sitting in the back. I don't mind it. But as I continue to walk with God, it's like, all right, John, you got to keep coming to the front, honey. You got to keep coming to the front. I looked at my brothers. I'm like, God, my little brother, like, that's the one that's going to be the pastor. Like, that's the one. Like, that's the one that got a voice. My older brother, he good with speaking. He good with communicating. You could use him too. Like, what are you doing? Why me? But it's not necessarily always a why me. Like we gotta submit to God's plans and lay our fears and doubts and worries and all of that at the feet of the Lord, just like Moses did. Moses gave God that. God didn't. I'm gonna say Moses didn't just listen to God and be like, all right, God, I hear what you're saying. And in the back of his mind, like, yo, I stutter. Like, who God calling? Moses told God, like, God, I have a stuttering problem. I got a problem with my speech. And God, like, yo, it's not I. But he was also like, you got a brother, Aaron. He's on his way over here. When he get here, ask him, like, yo, bro. Like, ask him, like, yo, bro, can you follow me? Can you come on this journey with me? Because God just told me, to deliver his Israelites. But, I'm not a people person, I stutter a lot. Shoot, I'm even stuttering talking to you right now. Like Moses Moses probably gave his brother the whole rundown, and Aaron was on board. Like, oh yeah, bro, God told you to do this. Come on, let's go. Let's ride out. Let's go get your people. Let's go get the people that God told you to get. And they got the Israelites. Well, they went to Pharaoh. They went to Pharaoh them and told Pharaoh, like, hey, God told us to come over here and get his people. We need to get the Israelites. God beforehand, I forgot to mention this, but beforehand, God did give Moses, like, different instructions where it's like, because Moses did say, like, what if Pharaoh don't believe, or what if Pharaoh don't release them, or whatnot. So God allowed Moses to turn the rod into a snake, and also he performed other signs, other things. And when it came down to actually telling Pharaoh that, like, hey, I need your people, I need the people, I need the Israelites, we gotta go. Pharaoh was like, yo, show me something to believe this. And so Moses, he went through 10, what is it called? It's already P. Why can't I think of it right now? Oh my goodness. Why can't I think of it? I'm so pretty. Plagues. Okay, so they went through 10 plagues. Y'all cannot think of it for a second. But in each one of those 10 plagues, it got harder and harder. It got worse and worse. The pressure is getting worse. Okay, it got harder and harder. So what happened with the first one? Moses, he performed a miracle for Pharaoh. What was the first miracle? Why can't I remember right now? What happened to my memory? So the first plague was turning the Nile River into blood. And Pharaoh was like, my magicians can do the same thing. So the magicians came in, they did the same exact plague. Pharaoh hardened his heart, was like, nah, the Israelites ain't going nowhere. That just went in my shirt. Pharaoh's like, no, the Israelites ain't going nowhere. These are my people. Well, not necessarily my people, but they stand over here. My magicians can turn this water into blood as well. My thing is, if somebody come over here to me and tell me, like, hey, I need you to release some people, and I'm about to turn this water into blood so you can't drink, you mean to tell me I'm about to go 7 days thirsty, parched, mouth dry, breath probably stinky because I ain't got no water? You can get these people, you and these people can get up out of here. As long as I get some water, and then the magicians turn some more water into blood as well. You mean to tell me all the water that y'all can drink in that land of Egypt is now blood? And it stank. And it stank over there. You and these people get up out of here. I don't care. Like, y'all go. If it mean I'm about to suffer too, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And Moses had to go through 10 plagues, 10 things, turning, not even just turning, but you had flies and gnats and frogs and different things that was all over the land of Egypt, just different stuff. It seemed like every day it was something new, something different. Every time Pharaoh hardened his heart and them Israelites couldn't go, Moses went to God, like, God, what you want me to do? Because this man is not letting these people go. So God telling Moses, like, I need you to do this. Moses go over there and do whatever God told him to do. And then Pharaoh still hardened his heart. And it took for the last time when Moses, well, not even Moses, because the only thing Moses said to do was allow everybody to get in their places. So when the Passover came through, they knew to whoever had blood on their door, they was clear, they was good. Their firstborn wasn't being killed. So when it came down to the last plague, every firstborn animal to their firstborn child, males, the firstborn males, everybody died. Every firstborn male died. And it was an outcry everywhere. So I'm saying all that to say, well, no, I'm gonna keep going. So they did all of that, right? So they did all of that. The people dead now. Pharaoh was like, get your people and go. You and these Israelites, get up out of my land. Y'all done cause so much destruction over here. Y'all done cause these people to die. Get up out of here. Baby, I would have said that when they had no water. I wouldn't even let it get as bad as that at all. But I love how Moses continued to go, even though he received so many no's, even though it was so hard and challenging for him. He continued to do what God called him to do. He continued to go, even though he had so many rejections, even though I would have felt humiliated. I would have felt played with. Like, you mean to tell me I gotta keep doing the same thing and I'm keep getting the same answer? I'm keep getting played in. Like my face keep getting played in. Whereas like Pharaoh was like, yeah, they can go, and then next thing you know, God keep hardening this man's heart. God, stop hardening this man's heart for me. let this man's heart continue to stand on that. No. But I love that God didn't, because I look at it too as like, had God allowed it to be easy that first time, that first play, like Moses probably would have been like, oh yeah, this is easy, this light work, following God light work, this is easy. No, because following God is not easy. We are enslaved to God, and I love that we had the option to choose to follow God. We had the option to choose to follow God, to love God, to believe in God, to carry out God's plan. I love that everything is a choice, and God is not a God where He forces us. But God is a gracious God. God is a mercy God. God is a loving God, and I love it so much. Oh my goodness, and it's so amazing. And God did not tell Moses that, like, hey, when you get here or when you do this and the third, it's gonna be hard. You're gonna go through, about 9 no's before you get a yes. You're gonna have to deal with Israelites that complain so much. God did not tell Moses that. God did not warn Moses of how challenging it would be. So when it comes down to us and doing the things that God has called us to do, God would not tell us every good thing and every single bad thing. God would not tell us how the journey will be, but the journey is what prepares us. The journey is what makes us stronger. The journey is what endures us, that makes us continue to go. So I even take myself when it comes down to my podcast. Yeah, I could have stopped. I could have stopped even when it's like, dang, I don't have no idea, or I did have ideas. I did have ideas and knew what I wanted to talk about, or knew what God wanted me to talk about. But I did not only allow, even with me starting, I didn't allow the fact that I don't have this background, and the background gonna get better, okay? But I didn't allow the fact that I had to start in my car to stop me. For the longest, I kind of did. I did not allow the fact that my voice is sometimes shaky to stop me. I had to be reminded of, like, Jai, you really got this. Like, sweetheart, do you not know who you are? Do you not know who you are? You better get off your behind and stop making all these excuses, and stop allowing the enemy to win. Stop allowing your old stuff to win, and go do the things that God has called you to do. Go do the things that you're afraid of. Go do the things that you continue to put off. Go do it, because God don't only tell us to do these things just only for His good, but it also allows us to, like, it builds our confidence. Doing things that God has called us to do, it can help build our confidence. It takes us to a higher financial bracket. It community can be developed. It's so much stuff that can be developed and added into our life when we obey God and do the things that God called us to do. It's not only a straight line. It's not only this one thing. It's not. It's many things. And I've seen so many people play their life so small, do the things that they just settle. They just settle for anything in life. And it's like, I don't want y'all to settle for anything like that, because if you're watching me, then you see that I'm not settling for anything. You see that I'm not sitting over here just allowing things that's not perfect to stop me. It may slow me down, but it's not going to stop me. So I don't need you to allow delays to stop you. I don't need you to allow no's to stop you. I don't need you to allow how you perceive yourself to stop you, how other people perceive you to stop you. I was talking to somebody one day, and they was telling me that they wanted to start doing lashes or whatever. And she was like, I'm also kind of scared because ain't nobody going to support me. And it's like, no, nobody's not going to support you with that mindset. We have to change our mindsets. We have to have that hunger, that desire, that belief, and not allow the smallest, the minute things, the small voice of negativity, of doubt, of fear, of any of that to seek in and grow. You better not allow that to grow. You better not water that seed of fear. You better not water that seed of doubt. You better not water that seed of confusion. You better not water that seed of constant delays that you end up stopping. Do not get stopped up at at a stop sign. Okay? You may not see go on that stop sign, But you should know, simultaneously, common sense should tell you, all right, after I stop, everything clear, you keep going. Yeah, you may stop only for a second. Yeah, you may be delayed only for a second. Yeah, that traffic in your life may get heavy only for a second. But remember that does not last forever. It don't last forever. We have to continue to go. We have to continue to move, and it's not a rush. It's not a race. It's not something that, hey, we gotta be running to the finish line. No, 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 no. Don't run. Don't run. Don't run to what don't how do I say this? How do I say this? Have a constant pace. Have a constant pace. When you need to run though, run. Please run. You need to run. But for the most part though, when we're following God, have a constant pace. Have that. I remember telling God, I was like, God, I want to follow you with my eyes closed. I want to be able to listen to your voice and go exactly where you're telling me to go without even paying attention to the things around me that is out to get me. I don't want to pay attention to the fear that's in my mind. I don't want to pay attention to my past life or anything that's trying to hold me back or hold me down. God, if people are in my life that's continuously making me stuck or keeping me in this simple, small-minded area, God, remove people. Remove anything that does not belong. Remove every single thing that is not yours. And I'm telling y'all to ask God to remove every single thing that doesn't belong. Okay? Because we first off are on time, borrowed time. We are on borrowed time. So don't waste it. Don't waste it. And I'm not that person that's just about to sit up here and push God too much down people's throat. But I'm going to push him down your throat. Because you up here watching. So hey. But I can't say go to God and let God know of your difficulties. Let God know that you have a hard time trusting his word or trusting or if you're afraid of how something gonna go or if you're afraid of how other people gonna perceive you. Don't allow other people's perspective of you to deceive you, because they may see you, they may say that like, oh, you're like this or you're like that and be mean about it or something like that, but the whole time they actually admire that about you. Whole time they actually love that about you. They actually love your confidence. They actually love your glow. They actually love how you do something. Like hypothetically speaking, if God called you to do hair, if God called you to do lashes, if God's called you to anything, you may have some people that don't like your style or don't like your product or don't like how you do something, but all because that one person don't like you or 3, 10, 20 people don't like you, you probably still got like 100 people that still rock with you. You can still be your clientele even if people don't rock with you. Where you start is not always where you finish. The start is only the start. That's just like us growing into adults. I'm not who I was when I was 20. I'm nowhere near who I was at 20, 21, 22. Shoot, even though I'm 24, I'm not who I was at 23. I admire all those versions of me, and those versions of me was necessary. But don't get stuck or choked up on things not looking the way you want them to look, things not going how you thought they was gonna go. Because at the end of the day, who told you it was gonna go like that? Who told you it was gonna go like that? Because if somebody told you everything walking with God is gonna be peaches and cream, walking into a new territory and building your life and walking into entrepreneurship or walking into a new business, or not business, but walking into a new workforce or walking into something, girl, anything, anything, doing the works of the Lord specifically. Who said it was gonna be easy? Everything has its trials and trouble. Everything has its ups and downs. Everything has its hardships. We're always going to go through something. But it's not what we go through. It's how we get through it and what we learn. Because we can also continue to go through the same thing over and over again if we do not learn the lesson. Because more than likely, it's something that we need to learn. So Moses did not give up on them no's, because Moses knew that, like, hey, I got to do what God told me to do. I gotta do what God told me to do. Moses probably could have turned around. Moses probably could have turned back. And I also look at it too, where it's like, more than likely, if Moses was by himself, if Moses did not have Aaron with him, Moses probably would have turned back around too. Moses, I know I would have. I got like 3 times God to keep hearing the same no. You mean to tell me you want me to beg this man? Me begging? Oh God, that's crazy. Oh God, that ain't it. Me begging? Oh no. Oh no. But Aaron probably told him like, nah, bro, keep going. Keep going. You said God told you this, right? You said God told you to deliver these. He was like, keep going, bro. Keep going. I want y'all to keep going. Cause I know I'm gonna keep going. I'm telling myself, y'all keep going. And I'm telling y'all too, keep going. Keep going. Even if it looks weird, crazy, unpredictable. Life is unpredictable. Life is so unpredictable. We don't control every single thing. So when you have that mindset where it's like you try to predict and pinpoint how every single thing is gonna go, or you try to control every single situation, who in control? You or God? Who in control? You or God? Ask yourself that. Because if you continue to say God is in control, but yet you continue to take the wheel, let go of that wheel. Let go of that wheel and allow God to drive for you. Allow God to steer your life in the way that He needed to be steered in. If you want to let God use you, hey baby, let God use you. Let God use you. Because I ain't seen it yet where God has failed anybody that He used. I ain't seen it yet. Hey, yeah. If you older than me, you probably seen it. You probably haven't seen it. I don't know. I ain't seen it. But this episode was cute. I liked it. I personally liked it, and I think that's what matters. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope y'all received something from it. But my main point here is though allowing God to dictate our life, allowing God to I wouldn't even say dictate our life, but just allowing God's plan to be done in our life, carrying out God's vision for our life, and not allowing our own fears, our own beliefs, or the beliefs of other people to stop us. Don't allow other people to define you. Don't get stuck or stop at how you see you. That you can't allow how God see you to overpower how you see you. I said that right too. But I hope y'all continue to walk with God, walk this Christ-like life out. Please walk it out with great confidence, with faith. And even though it gets tough and hard sometimes, and it gets unpredictable, and we want to control the outcome of things, hey, remember, God got you. God love you. I love you. And go to God and let God know of your fears, of your worries, of your doubts. Let God know all of that. Don't get stuck in it, honey. Don't get stuck in that. Allow God to help you, because it's a helpmate. We're God helpmate. Okay, it's not it's not just God telling us what to do, how to do, when to do, but we also allowing God, we telling God certain things too. Like, God, I want this. God, I want this. You know what? I'm doing what it is you told me to do, but God, I also want this too. And God may give you what you want. God may give you that little gift. But I hope y'all stay blessed. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week. I hope everything in life is amazing with you all. And until next Monday, I hope y'all take care. And toodles for now. I forgot to tell y'all, follow me on social media, okay? Follow me. Follow me on Instagram at ja__ja. Follow me on TikTok at jaja13. Even though y'all hear Jaja, please do not call me Jaja. Thank you. But I love y'all. Y'all have a nice week. Bye.